Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Welcome to another fantastic episode of the Bible Belt Bros podcast. Clap, 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 clap.
What up?
In front of a live studio audience of my cats
and birds.
And birds. Today, we are going to be talking about some worship stuff and concerts that we've been to and maybe some PTSD stories of Andrew. But first, my wife had complained a little bit about how I had this intro music playing too long and it was distracting. And so I'm just going to tell her I'm going to play it as long as I want. And I'll tell her that because she's not here. And so...
But when she hears this, you're in trouble.
And so I'm going to turn it down whenever I feel like turning it down. And I feel like, Andrew, I should turn it down right now.
I feel like you should have done it a while ago.
It just started. And so I like the music, but whatever. We'll turn it down so it's less distracting because obviously we have very important things to talk about, Andrew.
We do?
Yeah, what's going on with you?
I didn't get the email, man. Sorry. You didn't send me the schedule of today's show.
There is never a schedule of today's show.
Dang it. They don't know this.
Oh, gosh.
They could have thought that we were a highly prepared show.
Well, Andrew's fame on Fortnite is growing. It's way more popular than this podcast.
It is. I have 400 followers. What's our podcast have?
It's like 80.
Oh, yeah. So I have 4 times the followers on my Xbox.
Yeah.
And I've only been doing it maybe a month.
And you make just as much money.
Actually, I've made more.
Oh, dang it. No!
And so, I only need 350 more followers, and I can become partnered with Mixer, and then I can start accepting donations.
That's great.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I love, you sometimes do it too much. I haven't noticed the last few times you streamed is that you bring those kids on to play with you.
Yes.
That are terrible.
Yes.
They're just terrible. But
yes.
With all the cyberbullying that goes on, like there was one kid, B. Barney, I think is what his name was.
Yep. He's actually like a 9-year-old British kid.
Yeah, and he was like, I really want to stream someday. And so I messaged him and I was like, dude, just get on there and do it. Like, who cares if anybody watches at all? Like,
right. I actually watched his first broadcast.
I watched him yesterday, just to support him and put in chat like good things, like good kill, GG, yo yo.
Yeah, actually, the game I watched him for 3 games, and he won his 3rd game.
Well, that's legitly cool because I've only won 4 games my entire 44 hours of solo competition. 550 games played, 4 wins.
Wow. So I'm trying to average 1 win an hour.
God, that's crazy.
I am now up to 11 wins. When I started this, I think I had 4 wins. I'm now up to 11 wins.
You were on my level.
Yeah.
And now you're...
But I never played solo. Gotcha. I was a squad player. And so I have 16 squad wins. But now I'm a solo player. I've dropped squad, except for when I bring on followers.
I have 3 squad wins. Thanks, Andrew.
You're welcome. I probably helped with all 3 of those. So actually, if anyone wants to play Fortnite, I do follower games Wednesdays. So,
Is that what you're doing now? You're making it Wednesday?
Yeah, it's Wednesday evenings. I do follower games because I'm trying to get my trying to get to my partnership level. So I had to cut out. I was doing it more often, like once a day. Now it's just once a week. And then when I get to my 750 followers, I'm going to do like an all day follower game or all day of followers.
That's cool. We thought about like if you just did like if you watch today, you'll put in a drawing tomorrow, to finish the broadcast. Because the problem with you playing with the people is not that they're terrible, because that's whatever. It's that it just takes so long to get them in the game, and you're kind of in a broadcast. People are watching you, and they don't want to watch you at the home screen for 10 minutes, getting people up.
Especially since I'm default skin, and I don't have anything cool.
Yes, you can't like show them like, well, look, check out my skins while we're nope, got nothing, because Andrew refuses to pay for games, which is why we do not share an Xbox account anymore because.
No, I pay for games. Just I don't put money into free games. Like Clash of Clans, Battle Royale. I don't put money into those games either.
What's Clash of Clans? I've never heard of that.
Cock.
Oh, I know it. Yeah. Oh gosh. All right.
So I don't know. It's just for some reason it's in my head. If it's free, it should stay free. And I'm just gonna get enough free V-Bucks that I'll buy the Battle Pass when I get free V-Bucks.
My wife is thinking about just donating $10 so you can buy.
Well, wait until I get my partnership, and then you can donate it.
Donate it on the partnership.
Yeah.
So it jumpstarts you.
That's right.
Whatever.
I mean, she's already my number one follower.
I know. She follows you more than she follows me.
I probably play more than you though.
That's true.
It took me a while.
I do come home and she's got the Xbox fired up. You know, she's like, all right, do what Andrew did. And I was like, honey, your expectations are too high right now.
So Andrew built this 10-story tower today, and he did like this 360 no scope. I want you to do that.
There was one thing where she was like, did you see Andrew's latest kill? And I was like, oh, I missed it. Customer walked in because I was watching at work. And she says, she's whatever you did, like you built up, jumped around, and built up again and killed him with a shotgun or something. She's like, that was actually legitly really cool, but I'm not going to tell him that. So I'm going to tell you did something that was actually legitly cool.
I'm focusing on my new strategy of as soon as I get in a fight, start building up. Just build up, because that's what all the professionals do. They build up, they confuse their attacker, and they drop down behind them. Or they drop down on top of them. Or they get into a building war where you are building up against each other, and it's whoever keeps the highest ground wins, it seems like. I tend when people build up those towers, I always break one out and then I build a wall. Like I go inside the tower and then I build a wall and I just hide there. And I had like 4 people watching me because I killed people, and it was like the top 10 or whatever, and I killed 2 people right away. And then there was somebody there, but I didn't know where they were, so I just built into the tower that they were in. And then I just kind of stood in there, and then those people were watching, so I was dabbing, doing the different dances inside the tower. And then the storm moved, and I created a door, walked out of the tower, and then I got rocketed and died. And I was like, dang it, I got second place. But, yeah, this was pretty funny. Yeah, you probably gave away your position with all the dancing.
No, I just, whatever. But it's so crazy whenever you win. It's like such an adrenaline rush.
It is. I
saw things that was like, thank you, Fortnite, for bringing back what Modern Warfare 2 did for me, back in the day.
That excitement of the win.
The excitement of the win, the team camaraderie or whatever.
Camaraderie.
Yes.
Although, I guess if you're playing squads or duos, there is that team's building, but yeah.
It's just been great.
Yeah, I've been, so my kills per game is up quite a bit. I'm usually within the first minute or 2, I already have 3 kills because I can clear out of town on my jump.
So my strategy is to jump the farthest away and work my way back. And so I have 0 kills and I'm like, top 25. Sweet. I've just been running this whole time.
So I have 3 primary jump spots. You probably know that already.
Mm-hmm.
And, I can clear them out usually, especially that new container place I go. Not the container place by the woods, but the factory container place. That's my favorite now.
I go to the container place by the woods now.
Yep.
Because I watched your thing, and there's 7 chests in there.
Yes.
So I always just go in there.
5 to 7 chests, and then you walk out of there with 400 to 500 wood just from hitting those pallets.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great spot.
It's a great spot.
But that new factory container place I walk out of there with 999 wood, and there's about 8 to 10 chests in there. But you have to be prepared to fight.
Well, that's kind of where I'm at now, is just jump down. If I lose quick, and I can get back into it.
Well, if you watch me, jump to the building I jumped to. Because for some reason, nobody ever jumps that building, and there's 2 chests in there, and every room has a weapon.
I'm going to have to watch you again to remind myself what you're talking about.
So, anyways, if anyone wants to play with me, my Xbox handle is TheOneFish. Just go on there. Go to mixer.com/TheOneFish. You can watch me, follow me, and then I do follower games.
Andrew, I went to a concert this weekend.
Again?
Rend Collective.
Ah, yes, them again.
And then Mac Brock, who was the worship leader for Elevation Church. We do a lot of their songs at our church.
Mm-hmm.
It was as always, amazing. Second row. We got the VIP pass, so we met them, took pictures with them.
Nice.
And
didn't you just go to one of their concerts a few months ago?
It's been a year.
Has it?
Yeah, wow. It's been times but they're never like in our area, and we only go to see them if they're headlining, if it's their own tour, not if it's like they're at the BOK and with 500 other people, and
they're gonna play 2 songs.
Yeah, and so we never go to see them bands doing that. It's like sucks when they get big like that, and then it's like, well, can't do that anymore.
So I'll be honest, I don't even know who Rain Collective is.
Build your kingdom here. I got some records over there. We can play some records later.
All right.
They're an Irish. They're from Ireland, and so they got
Gotcha.
a little Irish jig worship.
A little twang to their...
Yeah. And so we love them. I've noticed, like, I think my personality, like, God spoke to me so much just through music, just through the lyrics of, singing these songs. And it's like, I just feel like music is my love language a little bit. Like, I could sit through sermons, and, I mean, they give, like, a small 10-minute sermon. But I can sit through sermons, and it doesn't have the same impact as an hour concert for me.
You're starting to sound like a certain worship leader we had at a certain church in Missouri.
Or you can learn more from this hymnal
than you can the Bible.
Than you can the Bible. So, yeah, I'm not going to be him, but it's more like I can learn more through the words of the songs than I can through the words of the pastor, is probably what I'm more saying. Because supposedly those songs are based off of
Scripture.
So anyways, it just gets me so pumped up to like write more and to like play more, lead more, that kind of thing. So
I like how you said supposedly.
Well, every time I do it, like I go to these concerts and I'm like, and then I come back. I haven't played since I've been back, and it's been like 4 days.
I remember you and your sister used to have battles on Facebook.
We would just do that because that was the only way to get us to
write.
Mm-hmm. I've been playing piano a little bit, trying to self-teach. I need your daughter to come give me some lessons because I'm just playing by ear. But
she got pretty decent, and then she just wanted to stop.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been trying to play a little bit more, but I need to get better. I texted my wife. She tricked me. Okay, so we're gonna go see this concert in Dallas, and I'm like, okay, cool, and this is gonna be awesome. And then she's like, oh, we're going down early so we can go antique shopping. Wait a minute.
Hey, I like antique shopping.
So I found a guitar store, and so I just hung out there for a while. Texted her a picture of a $1,500 Martin acoustic guitar, and I was like, I found something. Do we have enough money in our bank, or should I put it on a credit card? No emojis or anything, but she knew I was joking. But she's like, you don't even play your own guitar.
So, Dusty, I can't really look at you right now because you got these big pink headphones on, bro. I just looked over at you and started cracking up. Now I have to look away.
I gotta be able to listen and hear what's going on.
But why the pink ones?
I'm out of coffee. Oh, the pink ones because they got a really good sound to them. I got a really good bass sound going on over here, and so I can just really be in tune with what I'm listening to. Shut up.
Bro, that just caught me off guard for some reason. Because I've been looking at you, but all of a sudden, it's just blam! You have this pink block outside of your head.
They're like big earmuffs. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, you look like Princess Leia.
Yeah. Yeah. So she tricked me, went antique shopping.
So I like antique shopping, I won't lie. I mean, it's pretty fun.
I mean, I probably walked through the store like really fast. I found a record, so I probably spent 45 minutes just looking through records that were overpriced. And
they all are anymore.
Yeah, because it's a new thing. But like, there's this app that my brother-in-law has, and you can, look up a record and see what it sells for, like online and stuff, like real quick. So that's
neat.
You can tell, like, okay, if it's in this condition, this is the price, and you're like, well, they're double. So I'm just gonna buy this online and not support the local record store because
You got to go to like a small town like where we're from, Aurora, and hit small antique shops in there.
Yeah, because you'll find like a Beatles record
for like 10 cents.
Yeah, there's one in Tulsa. I think it's Blue Dome Records. They're pretty cheap. They're like $5. They have a lot good like $5-10 collection.
Nice
in there, and so I've gotten some, because some of it is like just funny things. Like if you go through my record collection, I think in the Christian section of our records, I have a hidden record in there, Andrew, and it's just so I can see people's reaction. I've only listened to it once, but it's how to belly dance for your husband is what the record's called. And so people are like, look, Red and Collective, Hillsong, what the? And I just love seeing like, do they call attention to it, or do they just keep going?
I'd call attention to that right away.
But it's just Persian music. I thought it was going to be like an instructional thing. It's just belly dancing music.
Gotcha.
With no instructions of how to do it.
So where's the how-to?
I'm assuming there was probably like a book that was supposed to be with it.
Gotcha.
But it's not anymore.
Or a DVD.
Right, exactly. So, Andrew, we used to go to concerts all the time growing up.
Yeah, we did.
We went to Thousand Foot Crutch, Nifty Tom 50, which used to be my password forever.
Yep.
Cutlass, we used to see a lot.
Pillar, Skillet.
Reliant K.
Disciple.
I dumped a prom date to go see Reliant K.
Yeah, I remember that.
Sorry, Tara.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry. I think I messaged her the last Reliant K concert. And she probably had no idea what I was talking about, but I was just like, remember these guys? Yeah.
I bet she remembered. Actually, that's where she met her
first husband.
All right.
So that relationship's my fault.
Yeah. Jerk.
Yeah. Oh, man. But, so, yeah, Reliant K, probably my all-time, favorite band ever. Secular, non-secular, Christian, non-Christian. Favorite band, all time.
I mean, are they non-Christian? I mean, just because they're on the secular market doesn't mean they're not Christian.
I'm just saying I think they got songs that fit both genres.
Yeah, kind of like POD and Pillar.
Yeah. So we used to scale pillars and crowd surf.
Yeah,
mosh.
I remember I climbed one and jumped back and it's like the Red Sea parted, and I went straight to the ground,
flat on the ground. They're like, "Who's this fat guy jumping off a pole?" I'm not catching him.
Fat? I wasn't fat. I was like 130 pounds at that time.
Wasn't fat then, but you're fat now.
Yeah. Well, now I'd break the pillar I was climbing.
Yeah, I can't even pull myself up on a pillar. I can't do one strict pull up. It's so bad. I'm having to
I can't even do an arm hang
for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh.
I probably could. I don't know. Where's your bar at? Let's go do it.
It's in the garage. Okay, so anyways, but we can't now. You can't even go. You don't even go to the church during the music side of it anymore because you're stupid army stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I just sit out in the auditorium now, or stand out there until all the music's over.
And why is that, Andrew?
I just have to know my surroundings. That's it. With loud music, I can't hear doors open. I don't know what's going on around me, especially when there's no lights on, or they're shining the stinking lights in your face, disorienting you. And so
they do that, so you have to close your eyes and pray.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
So why do all the secular bands do it then?
I don't know. Because secretly they're Christian.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because that last Korn concert I went to. No, I'm kidding.
That's the secular band you choose to come up with at the time?
Well, yeah, because I was trying to think of a secular band, and the only secular band I could think of was from when we were in high school, man. That's about the last time I listened to secular music. It was back in high school.
Whatever. You listen to Bieber. Don't.
Oh, yeah. No, actually, okay, Selena Gomez. There you go. I forgot I do listen to my daughter's.
Oh, yeah. That's the worst. When I go to Andrew's house and we're like, let's have game night. Let's play cards. He's like, okay, Google, would you play my favorite playlist or something like that? And it's Selena Gomez and all Disney.
Yep, all the Disney
pop.
Yeah.
And sorry if you have that and now your phone or houses playing Selena Gomez. That's sad.
Hey, Google, play Selena Gomez radio on Pandora. That is like my number one saying in the car. Actually, now my daughter, I don't have to do that anymore. It is Tadashi 24/7 in my car now because my daughter has a DVD player in my new vehicle.
Ah, there you go. Your mom car.
Yes.
Andrew went from a truck to a mom car.
I did.
We were driving back from Dallas, and we were like seeing all these Honda Pilots and old people driving them. We were like, we need to start taking pictures of all these like moms and grandpas and grandmas that are driving this Honda Pilot and just send it to you.
Yes, my real estate car, so I can fit people that never ride with me, but I have it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, let's get back to the concerts.
Okay, concerts. PTSD, Andrew. So Andrew came back, and now I've seen it a couple times where we went to like this Christmas thing with my other friend named Andrew, and there was crowds, people bumping into each other, huge line getting into the auditorium, and I just saw him like boom, shut down, and just I could just see it in his eyes, and his wife was like, we're gonna have to go, and so, but he like wasn't able to enjoy it,
Right, yeah,
and I'm like we're here like on a Christmas thing, and he can't even enjoy it, and so that was kind of sad.
Well, if you ever come to church, if you ever see me at church, I'm always with the same people, and I mean, everybody knows that group of people. They're the people that would protect anybody in our church, and that's who I'm always with. And I always have my back against the wall, and I'm always facing the door. And so that's part of it, too, because one, it's crowded.
Yeah.
Our foyer is crowded.
Because we want to lock the people out.
Right. Until like 5 minutes before.
And that's how you make friends in the foyer.
That's right. And so it gets so crowded. So that's where I'm always at. And then I'm always with those people because I know that they have my back. And, it's just how it goes for me.
So now I just need to sneak between you and the wall.
Good luck.
I'm gonna try it next time. I think I'll be there Sunday. So, yeah, I play bass. I'll be there Sunday.
About time.
And I've been there most weeks. Beep. I don't know what you're talking about. I normally don't go to the early service because I'm not stupid.
Yeah. Well, the early service, you have like 10 people there, if that.
That's true. And so you should feel comfortable going.
I do. That's why I go in. No,
but you don't
not
go
worship.
Into the music. You don't go into music.
No, because I still can't hear my surroundings. Less people, less protection.
If you were on the prayer team, Andrew, you would be at the stage
I got asked,
facing out.
I got asked to be on the prayer team. I did. And I said no. Again, because then you have all that. You're right by the speakers.
Then you have to close your eyes to pray.
Right. And you have to drop your head. And I just couldn't do it.
Dropping head. So
I could drop a head with a 5.56.
I mean, you've not been a singer. You're not a musician. I think one time we had a battle of the bands. Didn't you play bass in it?
Yeah,
and
I did.
You just sucked.
I did.
So bad.
I played like
you knew
3
4
notes.
chords. Yeah. And, but that.
Burr, burr, burr. That's all I did.
All right, we're gonna stay in the key of G here for Andrew tonight. So, but music is you've always really been into music. So, is it kind of a bummer now that you haven't really been able to enjoy a worship set? And I say worship set because that's the only time you can actually worship is in music.
Right? No, because I just turn on my radio. I can do it, or I'll watch a service from, the office.
But it's not the same.
It is to me.
It's not.
I get the same out of it.
I mean, you can get stuff out of it. I'm just saying, like, might as well just not go to church.
I don't need to go to a building to experience God. I do that every morning from my own house. And
now, if you just start listening to the Spirit. And repenting a little bit more.
Hey, I do. Where you been?
Oh. I don't believe it. Well, I guess for me, it's different for me. Like, I need that bass that takes my heart away where I think I'm going to die.
Let me pull up my Bible app real quick.
Oh, gosh. Just because you pull up an app doesn't mean that you read it or
how many days does that say in a row?
200
and...
Oh, 212. Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's a lot of phone opening app.
Right. Just open and close it. No, that's my men's group, bro. I joined a men's group 212 days ago. Haven't missed a day. It's been great.
Now you're just number dropping and bragging, so
that's right.
You're still sinning.
Because God put that on my heart to share it with you. Maybe pull you into our men's group.
Oh, gosh.
Maybe pull you back to CTM world.
Another group.
Yeah, but these, I mean, you know a lot. You know.
When do you guys meet?
We don't. It's all
That's like the perfect group.
It's all over the phone. We communicate over the phone and just via text group.
Yeah, I could do that. I don't want to do.
You want in it?
Sure.
All right. We start a new plan tomorrow.
Andrew, you've led a convert.
There we go.
You've done your deed.
I have added to our group. Yes.
It's going to be group texting. Ugh.
It is.
Oh, no.
You want to know who's in it?
Another group text.
Do you want to know who's in it?
I figure I'm going to know a couple people, like Thomas.
Yes.
The other people in your house church.
I don't have a house church anymore.
So I have a house church, so I'm doing better than you.
My phone people is my house church.
His name, I see him. He's bald. Mark,
yes, you got two?
And that's it.
How about our youth pastor?
Scotty.
Yep. How about,
name dropping here.
No, I'm not.
Shout out to Thomas and to Mark and to Scott.
How about...
How many days are on their Bible app?
One of your favorite neighbors.
Neighbors?
Yes, you can hear him shooting guns.
Oh, Jim.
Yes,
Jim.
There you go.
It's funny when we go shoot guns, Andrew, and then he'll hear us shooting,
out.
and he'll come out of his house in his backyard and shoot more than us, just to prove like that he's better.
It's a measuring contest.
It's a measuring contest, exactly.
One of our elders. Actually, we have a few elders.
Roger.
Not that one. The other one. Close.
David?
Yeah, there you go.
David. Even though he's
I don't know how to describe this one, so I'm just going to say it. Charles Thomas.
Oh, yeah. I know Charles.
Yep. Josh Hall.
Charles. You could have said, used to be in your youth ministry, probably the tallest kid you know.
There you go.
You know,
that one.
Like, yeah.
Josh Hall used to be in your...
Yeah, he's going to start working out with me.
See? Oh, yeah, because he came over. That's right. I remember.
Yep.
How do I describe this one? You know him too. Helps out with the youth. Married. One of your good friend's wife's brother.
Oh, gosh. I can't even follow that train.
I know, right?
Good friend's wife's brother. I need to know the good friend.
He works at the church.
Jonathan, Brittany. It's like the Kevin Bacon game.
Yes.
Jonathan to Brittany to Hannah's husband.
Yes, there you go.
Tyler? Yes. All right.
So, I mean, that's the majority of the people. I mean, there are others, but I don't even know.
That don't matter as much. So
well, because I don't even know them.
We're not going to name them.
Right. So.
All right. So today we accomplished me joining a texting group of men. Is there a Bible reading plan or something?
Yes, we start a new one tomorrow.
Great.
I'm trying to figure out how to add you. Blam, I think I did it.
Shoot. Okay, so Andrew, let's finish up our thoughts here before we have to go. So we were talking about your PTSD, how it sucks, I'm going to tell the story of, so when Andrew first got back from Afghanistan, we're like, man, let's go out, celebrate. So we went to this coffee shop on Cherry Street, Coffee House on Cherry Street is what it's called. Unique name. And we were sitting there having coffee, having a good time. It's about 11 o'clock at night. Maybe had some drinks beforehand too. I can't remember.
Did we?
I don't know if we drank before or after.
Maybe we had one or two.
Andrew invited me to a group. I got that text. Anyways, there was some people speaking a different language from the Middle East that were there at the coffee shop. And I just saw Andrew zone in on them he was about to shank some people that night. And I remember having to say, Andrew, let's go. And maybe I enticed you with, let's go to the bar. And that's how we got out of the coffee shop. Maybe that's what happened. And so, but I remember, that was the first time I remember, oh, dang, this is serious. I just saw you go into, full shank, staring them down, and they did nothing, kind of thing.
So, yeah, I remember that. That was just, I was freshly home. That was just too soon.
Anytime you heard that language was meaning, you were going to get fought.
Yeah, that was, because that was probably one of my, I'd probably put that in my second worst. Laps. My worst, I was actually alone. I was just running. I was running the River City trails.
Mm-hmm.
And I smelt burning trash. That was my absolute worst, because it actually put me back in country, which was crazy.
Oh, gosh.
That was weird. That was the worst I wasn't even in my body at that point.
So what'd you do? You just kind of...
I actually fell to the ground.
Fell to the ground.
Yeah, because I don't know. I just lost it. I just fell to the ground while I was running. Scraped up my knees, hands. Yeah. I remember snapping back too, and I was on the ground.
Okay, so you're able to pick yourself off the ground at some point.
Yeah.
Continue running because you got to finish that.
No, I walked back to my truck because I had hurt myself at that point.
Yeah. If we burned out here, would that?
I don't think so. I think it's
I've
gotten
trash?
over that trigger.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I haven't really been around burning trash since that scenario, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about there was a time where the church did this thing where they played loud music and stuff, and you're supposed to be the terrorists.
Oh, I did. Yes, Thomas and I both did that time.
And what happened there?
I roughed up Scott a little too hard.
Roughed him up?
I did.
Okay.
Ask him. He had this cherry spot on his forehead from where I slammed his head into the floor.
And did you do that out of anger or
No, it's just reaction.
Just reaction.
Yeah.
Okay. And so the thing with that, though, they played the call to prayer, right? They played that music over the speakers, and that just kind of snapped you and Thomas.
Yeah, so contrary to popular belief, call to prayer, all Muslims stop and what they're doing and they pray, right? No, when you're in war, call to prayer is when other Muslims start shooting at you.
Because they're using the other Muslims.
Because they know where everyone else is, so they know they're not going to hurt another Muslim.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And they would sometimes use a mosque as a backdrop so that we can't fire back.
Gotcha.
So that's where that one came from. The burning trash came from, we just burn trash outside our base. And so 24/7 is what we would smell. And then the other one was just stupidity. Well, I shouldn't have gone out. But then again, so the first time, the coffee shop, that was my first taste of how many Middle Eastern people we have in Tulsa. I didn't realize how big of a melting pot Tulsa was for Middle Eastern.
When I was in Dallas, it really wasn't Dallas, it's outside of Dallas, but we went to the hotel, and it was like a Middle Eastern conference or something. And I was like, Andrew would not survive here. We'd have to bring him in blindfolded, and that won't even work.
No, so I actually have Middle Eastern friends. I have friends from Afghanistan, from Saudi Arabia, from Iran. So, I mean, it doesn't really bother me now. I was able, when I went to college, I was able to mesh with all these guys, and we formed great friendships. I played soccer with them, and it's great. Yeah, so I don't really have an issue anymore with that. I've kind of worked that one out.
Cool. Well, so what did we learn today, Andrew? We learned
Fortnite is awesome.
Fortnite is awesome. We learned that don't sneak up on Andrew. Like, don't come behind him and say hi. Like, you might get shanked.
Or elbowed in the face.
And Dusty's joined a men's group.
Oh, there we go.
So
finally, Dusty.
3 things have happened today that is worth noting.
That's right.
And so, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching Andrew's stream on Fortnite. Help him get to 300?
750.
Get to 750 followers. And then he can collect some money.
Yeah, I need 350 more. I have 402 right now.
He needs 350 followers, so all 350 of you guys listening.
Yeah,
right now.
About that. Number dropping. False numbers.
But thanks for listening, guys. We appreciate your support. If you have any topics or you just want to even be on the podcast, just give us a shout. And
are we going to do a followers podcast? Kind of like I do on Fortnite?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, followers. If you share this post,
so guys,
smash that like
there you
button.
Go. Smash that subscribe button. Smash that share button. We love you guys. Have a great day.